Alrighty guys, well, welcome back to part 2 of this Ford 50-inch mower deck restoration. We're starting out here installing the rear rollers, and just figuring out using the phone and the pictures I took when I taken apart, figured out how it goes back together. I was fortunate to get all the hardware for the rear rollers, for the hubs, for the top cover, all for $6. I thought that was a decent deal, and anyway, here we are, we're just assembling this together. Alrighty guys, so I went ahead and got the hubs all assembled. That just took a little bit of figuring out, and woodruff keys and bearing seals, getting everything hooked in there. And then here we're installing them. So I put some, actually I believe this is transmission sealant, or it's kind of like a gasket, liquid gasket maker type of sealant. So I'm just putting this around the edges and around the whole bolt holes, so that no moisture will come in and pit and rust the deck in that area like it did previous. So we're just putting the sealant on here, and then we're going to go ahead and slap these hubs on. I already did the first one, and I was just kind of figuring it out. So now that we know what we're doing here, we're just going ahead. We've got the sealant on there, and now we're going right ahead, getting some bolts reset here, so that we can just put it on and then get the lock nuts and washers on the other side. Alright, now here we are. We put the spacers that we remade on here. Video of that coming up after this series is all released, so probably 2 weeks from the time you're seeing this. And so we made those spacers, and another thing that's in a separate video. We're installing those. We're just throwing on the blades here. These are the old ones, but I wanted to try them out to see how they would do. And now, as I speak, you know, I've done the whole thing. I've got I've tried out the mower, and I'm probably going to be ordering a new set of blades because the middle one was bent back a bit, and even hammer just doesn't fix it. But greasing all the hubs, because that's basically the filler, making sure they're nice and lubed and ready to roll. Now I had to get a new idler pulley, so we're just throwing that on, and then we're going to be getting this belt on.